What's good? I'm Brayley, and I'm bad at.
This just in. Wrigley will not be bad at games today. The world waits with bated breath to see what else she could possibly do. Stay tuned for more information.
That was weird. I have a strange feeling that something just interrupted my intro. Whatever, it's probably nothing. Anyway, as you can see, I am not in my normal space. So today we're doing something not normal. Today we're going to be reading some Am I the A-hole? Because I still want to give you guys content and I can't play games here. So let's judge some people on the internet. Okay, the first one. Am I the a-hole for telling my daughter-in-law I am done and I will not be getting anything for her family? I'm assuming that is for Christmas. Let's see what happened. I can't believe I have to say this. Redditors, not everyone lives near a huge shopping area. I don't even know where the nearest Target is because it's not close. Sometimes your option get real small real quick with physical shopping. I am so tired of this. My daughter in law is extremely picky what goes into her home. It has to be follow all of her rules. It can't be from a company she doesn't support. Basically, no plastic, no overstimulating colors, no small pieces, no large toys since they take up too much space. I have tried time after time to get her something she will like. I've asked for lists, but I never get any. I thought for my granddaughter's birthday a few months ago I found the perfect wood train set. Apparently not. It was too loud for them to play with. I tried to get her a nice knife set. No, didn't support the company. I don't even know what was wrong with the company. Pioneer Women Knives. It was a decent set, not super high end. I reached my limit today. I got my granddaughter her own stuff for her Christmas trees in her room. I had permission to do this. We went shopping and she picked out her own light and ornaments. I bought what she wanted and got it set up. Well, she saw the tree and was pissed. Too much plastic on the tree. They are ornaments. I wasn't buying glass ones the kids could break. I told her I was done. I'm not getting any gifts for the family because she is impossible. She called me a jerk and I just need to work harder. My son is mad at me for arguing with his wife. So, is this person the a-hole? In my personal opinion, I'm going to say no. I think that if you are working with someone who is picky and who does have a lot of beliefs that are very strong, which is fine, everyone has beliefs and are opposed to some things, but if you are interacting with a person like that, I feel like that person should give you a list if you ask for them so that way you can get something that they will actually enjoy and appreciate. So I don't think this person's the a-hole. I feel like they've done what they thought was right and they've tried really hard and it's just not good enough. So no, I don't think you're the a-hole. But let's see what some other people have to say. Not the a-hole. Stop trying to please someone who can't be pleased. Give your granddaughter a gift card to a store she likes and be done with it. Your son and daughter-in-law are rude, ungrateful, and have unrealistic expectations. I would have started to give the same treatment you receive and criticize every gift they give. Okay, I disagree with, you know, the last part of that, but I mean, the first part, sure, a gift card, money, whatever, let them pick their own gifts out if they're going to be unhappy with everything you do. That's fair. Oh, the next person says no gift cards. They are made of plastic. Fair. Okay, so money or nothing. Somebody else gives a suggestion. Donate to this plastic free charity in their name. So yeah, it's giving some additional feedback here. All right, not the a-hole. Next one. Am I the a-hole for refusing to give up my Christmas leave for a colleague who has kids? Let's find out. So, context, my office closes over Christmas and generally opens around the 2nd or 3rd of January. This year, we were instructed to put in our leave request up until the 2nd and put a second request through any additional days after that and they would approve additional days after the second once everyone had applied, and they got to assess how many staff they would have. I put in until the 8th of January, as did 3 out of 5 of my colleagues. One is coming back the second, and another one didn't put in any extra days, so they approved it. The one who didn't put in any extra days has since gone to the managers and said she wanted to take off until the 8th, also because she wants to spend time with her kids and her husband. My bosses declined as they needed 2 staff members here and hadn't been put in beforehand. Colleagues said she wasn't put in the extra days already, but the rest of the team knew and did it. Bosses said the only way she could have it off was if she could get another staff member to come back early. She asked me in a passive aggressive email because Christmas holidays are about being with family, and because I don't have children, I could come back the second and swap with her. I declined, saying that I had plans for that time, and she lost it. She has been going around saying I ruined her holiday plans and am being inconsiderate of people with families and children. Um, I'm gonna jump right in and say you are not the a-hole. I think it was very callous of this lady to say that just because you don't have kids, that's you don't have a family. People have a family outside of children, and children are not the only family people have. Um, so that was rude. For that comment alone, I wouldn't have swapped with this lady. um, but yeah, I'm gonna say you're not the a-hole. You did what you were supposed to do. This lady didn't. If she needed the time off, she should have put it in and done what she was supposed to do. It's her fault for not getting her time in. But let's see what the internet has to say. This person says, not the a-hole. You have plans. You requested the leave. End of story. If it were a matter of working Christmas Day itself and a colleague had a 3 to 6 year old, I might consider swapping. But after New Year, nope. 1,000 times nope. And tell HR she's creating a hostile working environment. That's what I'm saying, man. This person says no. What you respond with is, I'm so sorry you feel that way. Next time, put in for leave in advance like everyone else. Your lack of planning is not my emergency, and I will not be changing my plans. Particularly now, after you've gone around disparaging me, your behavior is highly unprofessional. Find someone else to switch with and stop harassing me. BCC HR, your boss, and your manager on the email when you send it to her. Do not do this, lol. That's an unhinged email. If I was BCC'd on that, I would think worse of the sender than the person asking for off. This person also agrees not the a-hole and also says you should involve HR. Her behavior is 100% unacceptable, and just because people have kids doesn't mean their time off is more important. Agreed. Agreed. Strongly agreed. So, we deem you not the a-hole. Okay, we have time for one more Christmas edition. Am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for refusing to go to my in-laws for Christmas Eve? Let's find out. My husband and I have been married for 9 years. We met online and I moved from California to Washington State when we got together and got married a year after. His parents have never liked me and I've been patient about it, but I admit it's hard not to hold on to their hurtful words. They've called me white trash. My mom and uncles have had addictions. That I just moved to get away from my home life, etc. It's hard to describe his parents. They're Christian and nice, but the feeling of condemnation you feel with them is hard to miss. The first year we were together, his mom sat me down and said she wasn't sure if I was right for her son because I didn't grow up with a dad. He got hit by a car days after I was born. Aside from that conversation, they have never come to me and voiced their feelings. They tell everyone else or my husband. I have a million stories I could share honestly. But you get the idea. Always dragging my name through the mud, never saying it to me, but my husband has 11 siblings, and 5 of them are younger, so we've always tried to put aside differences between his parents and I in order to have a good relationship with his little siblings. I won't lie, it's always been so uncomfortable for me to go to his parents. They live an hour away. But my husband wants them in his life, so we usually go once a month and had the tradition to do Christmas Eve at their house and drive home to do Christmas at ours with my family who have moved here. But this last year, a situation happened where they were all convinced I was having a torrid affair with mine and my brother's best friend from childhood. He lives with us as well as my mom and grandma live here too. I am not. He's like another brother. I've never cheated on anyone, but it didn't stop his younger sisters from gossiping with everyone I know and her parents, and it causing me so much stress and depression that I told my husband I have to be done with his parents for right now. He understood for the most part. This latest event happened this summer, and things have been more peaceful since I've stepped back, and my husband is on goodish terms with them, which is great for him. I wouldn't try and stop their relationship, but my husband mentioned last night that we should go a few days early to spend time with his parents since we haven't seen them since summer. This took me off guard, and I thought it was a joke. I told him I'm not going, and while I would miss him, he's welcome to go spend Christmas Eve with them. He called me selfish, and that if I'm a good Christian, I need to not hold grudges, and I said it's beyond that. They have never come to me to talk about anything to remedy, and I won't pretend everything's okay. He said if I was serious about not going, then it would be a big problem for him since he lets my family live with us. So I'm at a loss if I'm being an a hole for refusing to go. So that alone, I would say you are not the a hole. I think that your husband should be understanding about the things that they've said to you. And if they were being good Christians, that they wouldn't be judging and gossiping because good Christians don't do that. There are two updates. So, update number one, I just want to thank everyone for their support. I feel like it's hard to condense 9 years of drama with this family into 3,000 words. I do stand by that he is a good person. He has never agreed with their comments or gossip, but he has an issue standing up to his family. It's an issue we've always faced, unfortunately. I spoke with him this morning and I told him I won't subject myself to his family and their unpleasantness at my favorite time of year, or any time of year for that matter, until they can come and speak to me and apologize in order to have a relationship with them. I told him I do forgive them. It's not my place to judge, but that doesn't mean I need to be in their lives either. He apologized to me and told me he didn't mean what he said. He just didn't want to have to deal with their complaints by us not going. And I told him that he needs to have a real and honest look at how unbalanced his relationship is with them. So we both aren't going this Christmas Eve. All right, update. Guys, I didn't think I'd update this again, but my husband let his mom know we aren't coming after our conversation this morning, and now all his siblings and his dad are blowing up his phone thinking I'm controlling him, and I need to seek help for all of my bad behavior, most all of my cheating, and this guy thinks it's a good idea. I've never been up and down so many times in the last 48 hours of my life. I asked him if he actually thinks I do anything they said, and on top of that, how I would. We own a business together and we work every single day together. I cannot drive at night because I cannot see for a long time on my own because of an injury. So even if I was the kind of person, I literally cannot. As well as we have each other's locations. After that whole conversation, he said there's always a possibility, and everyone needs to get help every once in a while. What? What? I am literally at a complete loss. I don't know what to do. I've gotten so burnt out, always defending myself. I feel so numb, to be honest. How can he say anything is possible? Like, you guys work together, first of all. You live together. You've been together for 9 years. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. So I'm going to say you're not. And you probably need to do some marriage counseling and maybe family counseling if everybody's up for that. I mean, this is a very toxic relationship. But let's see what the internet has to say. Hang on a second. I can hear people outside my door. And I am a very loud talker. I think they're gone. This person says, not the a hole. Your husband is, and so is his mother. I don't see why it is a problem for him to go to his parents alone. Why he threatening to throw out your mom and grandma? The "it would be a big problem for him since he lets his family live with us" comment makes me think it was a thinly veiled threat. Yes, I agree. This person says, "Not the a hole. Your husband said you shouldn't hold grudges. That is not very Christian. Why is he not holding his family to the same standards?" Agreed. They have had a grudge against you since day one. You need to sit him down and explain exactly why you don't want to go and ask exactly why he isn't defending you. The fact that he is allowing his family to spread lies, gossip, and insult you is absolutely not okay. Please stay home and do not subject yourself to being tormented. Very much agree. Well, that's all we have for Christmas Am I the A-hole for this evening. So until the next video, see you guys later.